You know, she wasn't as beautiful as we see her. In the beginning, she was sad, lonely, and depressed. Darkness covered her like an empty tomb. No star would beacon to the sweetness of her voice. No bird would repeat the chorus of her voice. She was without form, meaning, value. Just darkness hovering over her surface.
At his fourth grain, light broke, and her darkness became light. Oh, she rejoiced as her days of loneliness had become forgotten history, scribbled at the banks of the Euphrates, where the water covers them and reveals them no more. He threw sparkles in the air and gave her light. The night with the moon and the stars, the darkness and the light.
He hurled the world and his beauty began to blaze.
With joy in his eyes, he beheld her beauty.
He paused, looked and saw that she was
hot and barren.
So he stepped over to the edge and spat out the 7 seas. So he clapped his hands and everything sparkled. He smiled again and gave him a man whose handsomeness could melt eyes, a man full of dominion and power, a man who could walk with lions, pet tigers, and cuddle leopards to sleep. But this man was lonely in the midst of creation, none to share his mind and none to share his kind.
And so God gave man a deep sleep, a strong anesthesia that made it possible for him to cut aside and pluck a rib.
He called her woman,
a woman to give him companion and peace. But this woman was ruled by the devil's lies, lies of unending happiness and love. Ah, wicked woman, ungrateful woman. She dined and wined with the devil until she bore him children.
But remember, it all began with love.
The Creator above gave his all with just the word be, and it was. From time immemorial, he has been the boss. When the world was without shape and form, he gave it the beautiful shape it has with a center of force in it.
The earth, the water, the animals all came to being, and it was an exciting feeling. The Creator above created us in his own image without being. But that did not end there. He said, take dominion over the land.
Food and water?
Chalimore chillings. He created us in his own image, and the first man was created in his image. He was called Adam. Oh yes, he was called Adam. The first man was created in his own image. Power given.
No sins to be forgiven.
No
theories to be proven. Just a simple life worth living. God saw Adam's loneliness and gave him a spouse to keep him moving. A woman made from his flesh and bones. This woman was made to connect with Adam. Their hearts were connected. This was not a type of connection where when your prepaid gets exhausted, the love goes off. It was an Adam words Eve. Adi, the beginning of a perfect family.